The Cursed Bridge of Bamyan. In the shadow of the towering cliffs of Bamyan, where once the majestic Buddha statues watched over the valley, there lies a forgotten relic, a bridge so old that even the elders of the land speak of it in hushed whispers. This is the bridge no traveller dares to cross after sunset, a structure long abandoned and known only as Pul-e-Nafrini, the Cursed Bridge. The legend begins centuries ago, during a time of great unrest in the region. A cruel warlord, Ashkar Khan, ruled the lands with an iron fist, laying siege to village after village, sparing none from his cruelty. His army was feared, not just for their skill in battle, but for the atrocities they committed after each victory. One such village lay nestled near the cliffs of Bamyan. The villagers, known for their devotion to the giant Buddhas, had lived in peace for centuries, until Ashkar Khan set his sights on them. Before Ashkar Khan's army could arrive, the village elders sought divine protection. They prayed day and night at the feet of the great Buddhas, hoping their pleas would be answered. A wandering mystic, known only as Khatun, appeared at the village gates. She was draped in robes as black as the night, and carried with her a presence that chilled the air around her. Khatun warned the elders that no earthly force could stop Ashkar Khan, but she offered them a choice, a curse, in exchange for protection. Desperate, the villagers agreed, though their hearts were filled with dread. Khatun led them to a narrow, ancient stone bridge that spanned a deep, fog-filled chasm between two cliffs. It was said the chasm had no bottom, and the darkness within it was eternal. Khatun stood at the center of the bridge, whispering words in a language no one understood. A great wind howled through the valley as she completed the ritual. Her voice echoed with a chilling finality.
No army shall cross this bridge and live.
The next morning, as Ashkar Khan's forces marched toward the village, they found the bridge waiting for them. A narrow, unavoidable passage that offered a swift route to their prize. His men, confident in their strength, laughed at the sight of it. The warlord commanded them to march forward, mocking the bridge and the villagers who thought such a thing could stop him. As the first soldiers stepped onto the stones, a deathly silence fell over the valley. The wind stopped, and the sky seemed to darken unnaturally. The men at the front hesitated but continued forward, emboldened by Ashkar Khan's threats. They were halfway across when the air around them grew thick with mist, and the sound of their footsteps faded into a deafening void. Suddenly, the ground beneath them cracked with a terrifying groan. The soldiers screamed as the stones shifted beneath their feet, but it was too late. The bridge began to crumble, swallowing them whole. From the fog, faint whispers emerged. Some said it was the voice of Khatun. Others believed it was the spirits of the damned, those who had perished before. But all agreed on one thing: no one who crossed the bridge returned. Ashkar Khan, furious and refusing to believe in superstition, ordered more men to cross. One by one they vanished into the abyss, their screams echoing briefly before being drowned by the oppressive silence. The warlord himself, in a final act of defiance, stepped onto the bridge. He managed only a few paces before the stones beneath him erupted in a storm of dust and darkness. His body was never found. For generations no one dared to rebuild or even approach the bridge. The villagers, though saved from Ashkar Khan, paid a heavy price. The curse Khatun had summoned was not easily dispelled. The bridge became a boundary between worlds, a place where the living and the dead mingled. At night, strange figures were seen wandering near it, men in tattered armor, their faces pale with terror, forever trapped between life and death. Those who approached the bridge after dark spoke of hearing distant cries, the sound of stones scraping against stone, and worst of all, the soft whisper of Khatun's voice, repeating the same words over and over.
No army shall cross this bridge and live.
Even now, in the modern age, few dare to venture near the Cursed Bridge of Bamyan. Those who do return speak of a deep chill in the air and the feeling that they are being watched from the shadows. Some say the bridge is a portal to the underworld, a place where the souls of Ashkar Khan's army still wander, lost and doomed for eternity. And so the bridge remains, a monument to both protection and damnation. It stands as a warning to those who seek to conquer without mercy, and a reminder that some forces are not meant to be disturbed.